Praise the Lord, everybody. Welcome to On Point, the number one Saturday morning Christian-based call-in talk show in America, live every Saturday morning from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. on any smart device at David G. Evans, the number one. That's at David G. Evans 1. So glad you've joined us once again as we have another stimulating conversation. Why don't you do us a favor right now? We need about 1,000 likes today, so give us some thumbs ups, give us some likes, hit subscribe. Won't cost you a thing, but it does help us as we further our reach and this conversation to the nation and hopefully around the world. We are so honored you took the time to join us once again. Of course, our world-famous co-host, Reverend Nicholas A. Smith, is here.
Yes. Good morning.
What's up, man?
How you doing?
Now, you all know you can call us from anywhere, toll-free, 866-743-8267, 866-743-8267, 866-74-EVANS. Give us a call here on Point. We'd love to talk to you. First-time callers, we'd love to talk to you for the first time. Our legacy callers, we look forward to talking to you again today. A lot of good stuff going on, a lot of interesting things going on. I don't know whether to start with politics or sports today. The Shedeur Sanders thing has heated up. Mm-hmm. Rumors are that they faked his injury.
Okay. I didn't hear that part yet.
Yeah, they faked his injury. They couldn't get the medical staff to sign off on the injury. He wasn't examined because NFL, I didn't know, has a lot of rules regarding, injured players.
So
I didn't know that they're all re-examined every week.
Yeah, they have to now.
Yeah, they have to. And so they had to fake the records that he was hurt, supposedly. And I also hear there's some trade rumors going on.
Yeah, there's speculation going around, but you never know what's going to happen until it actually happens because people say things to make headlines, but then there are insiders that will say something.
They're saying the owners are talking about this. But the thing that I'm not liking is that it has always felt like, and we've seen it before, where they decide they don't want someone, and they manage them out of the team, out of the NFL. And I'm hoping that they're not doing that. But I just don't know if this is true. What is the angst against Deion?
His bravado. You can't control him.
They've had other players that did that.
I know, but now I'm not saying it's a bad way. It's a good way. Deion's my favorite football player. He's
okay.
What they'll call confident in somebody else.
Yes.
They call it arrogance and brash.
Of course, yeah.
And somebody, because you can't tell me Tom Brady's not an arrogant person. Peyton Manning.
Of course he is. He's just not as flashy.
Thank you. To play at that level, you have to be strong to that degree. But some are afraid that Deion's going to get more involved. But I think the thing was with Shedeur, and I don't think it's fair against him. Again, it's that be grateful for the opportunity. Humble yourself.
I'm sure he is.
He is. But if you grew up a millionaire in a millionaire's house, you're going to have a different viewpoint of life than somebody.
Arguably one of the best football players in history.
Yeah. I don't need football to make money.
That's right.
That's the thing some of them have a problem with.
Really?
Because he came in with money. He's making millions of dollars a year in college.
And he started making more. His shirt sold out, I hear.
Yeah. So it's one of those things. I'm glad I'm here because I need this to get my family out of poverty.
Well, no, that's not his situation.
That's not his situation.
No.
So he's going to be brash. He's won everywhere. But I will say this. If he gets another chance and shines again, even though these owners collude, they're also very competitive against each other.
Well, they say New Orleans is looking at him now.
Somebody going to pick him up.
They say New Orleans is after him now. They're circling the wagons.
Yes.
And they're willing to trade a lot to get him.
Yeah. They'll if he shows enough.
New Orleans is circling the wagons, and he doesn't even have to play again. They realize something's going on.
Yeah.
But it's amazing to me. I'm slow to mention the race card. When I was in the banking industry, I saw loans potentially rejected, millions and millions of dollars in loans, rejected for one person, and another person get approval because they were a good guy. So I know, and my point is, I know that people's biases, if they're strong enough, they're willing to actually sacrifice dollars for them. But I've always thought, when this controversy started, I thought they were going to manage him into this position, and they seem to be trying to do that. And when I say manage him into it, I mean manipulate the system in such a way that he will either be drummed out or disgraced. Now, Cleveland being as bad as they are, I think they would want to do whatever they can do to get a good team going. And they've been playing carousel quarterbacks for a long time. But, you know, who was that, John Gruden? He wanted to be the star of his football team, not just the coach. So anyone that had any star power, he was uncomfortable with them being on the team. I'm wondering if Shador is running into some of that also, in addition to what you stated. And they're willing to actually, because the guy that they want to put in does not need to go against the Eagles. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So if he gets painted all over the field tonight, or whenever they play, what are they going to say then?
Yeah. Well, if it's Dylan Gabriel, the rookie, he's his first game.
Wait a minute.
I know.
Shador was made a break.
I know.
He's going to make a break. That was it. His career hung on the first game.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
Just want to make sure.
Because they wanted Gabriel. I'm not sure how much they. Well, the owner already said that he didn't want Shador. The GM wanted him. But the owners, like you said, their biggest concern is their money. They don't care if their team is. Well, let me take that back. Some of them care if their team is winning or losing.
Some don't.
Some don't. As long as they're making the money they want. Like Jerry Jones.
Yep.
He came out his mouth and said, crazy old. Some people, the older they get, the more they reveal their hearts just by talking. His thing is, my teams are soap opera, and every time it feels like he's out of the news cycle, he says something or does something to keep himself.
Wow.
So the winning isn't the most important thing. His ego in being in front of the cameras. You already have the highest. The Cowboys is the most valued sport franchise in any sport.
Really?
Yes, any sport. Yankees, the Lakers.
Why did I think that was the Patriots?
No, he's big. The Cowboys have the highest value of all teams.
Like, what are they worth? $1 billion?
They're worth about last time was like maybe $8 to $10 billion, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
He's a genius businessman.
Yeah.
He's phenomenal.
Yeah.
But that's his whole thing, is let's get the soap opera going. But he's another person that can't have anybody stealing his shine.
Absolutely.
So he'll let his team lose as long as he's the.
But he's had some outstanding, aggressive people on his teams in the past.
And got rid of them when
That's
they start.
true.
Once they start getting more spotlight than him.
But he likes to win too.
I know, but not at the expense of.
So Emmitt Smith was more his type. Quiet.
Yeah, quiet. Yeah.
Reserved.
Yeah.
Do the ball. Yeah, we had a good game today.
Yeah.
You know, come to work in a Jeep.
Go home. Yes.
Yeah, that kind of.
A coach. In football, the coach is always going to get front and center stage. It's just the name of the business.
Yeah, sure.
You know,
Sure.
He's the one coaching the team. But that's why he got rid of Jimmy Johnson, because the Super Bowl wins, they was giving all the credit to Jimmy. He's like, well, I'm the owner. I'll put everything together. But
And there's my problem with the owner.
yeah,
So they approve or disapprove every decision, put a guy in place. He's their guy. They don't win. Then it's his fault. Not the owner's fault. It's the guy he hires' fault. Well, why'd you hire the right guy? But this guy did such a bootlicking job in the interview. You just, okay, this guy I need.
yeah, he hires coaches that he can control.
Is that why him and Johnson didn't get along for long?
And that's why he got rid of him.
Okay. But they were winning.
They were winning. Yes,
Didn't matter.
Like that's why, like Mr. Lurie, the Eagles owner, he hired Chip Kelly. He realized it wasn't going to work out. He fired him and basically came out and took responsibility.
Yep.
And said, hey, he wasn't emotionally intelligent for this. We're going to move forward. And if you don't know Eagles, Jeffrey Lurie could walk right by on the street and you'll never know who he is.
True.
You know, if you don't watch sports,
He's nondescript.
Most winning teams, their owners are.
Yeah, out front.
Yeah.
You barely see him.
Yeah.
He comes for the trophies.
Yeah, Chiefs guy, he only shows up trophies.
That's true.
Kraft, Patriots, trophies. Outside of that, they're behind the scenes.
Well, Kraft gets in trouble for his girlfriend.
But I know. That's a whole other.
866-743-8267, 866-743-8267, Evans. This is On Point, the #1 Saturday morning Christian-based call-in talk show in America. Live every Saturday morning from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. on any smart device at David G. Evans 1. We have Tom from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Robin from Delaware. There's still room. You can give us a call, 866-743-8267. Let's go to Tom. Morning, Tom.
Good morning, Bishop. How you doing, Pastor Dick?
How you doing?
How you doing?
Pretty good. Yeah, Kraft gets in trouble down here with his girlfriend.
Yeah, I know, man. He's just a little old for that.
But you're talking about how difference between how black braggadocious compared to white braggadocious.
Yeah, two different things.
I was just thinking, when you said that, I thought about when you look at gangster movies. It's cool to be an Italian gangster and kill people, but it's not cool to be a hood guy.
That's true.
You get what I'm saying there as far as how racism even goes when it comes to bad stuff?
That's image, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. All the black mobsters and gang members are painted in a negative light.
Sure.
Godfather's painted in a...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Noble, legendary.
Yep. That's true.
Even any of the movies there, they're Goodfellas. I mean, name of the movie,
Yeah, Goodfellas,
yeah.
Bishop, the main reason I called was that debacle yesterday. 7 hours to fly to Alaska for a 3-hour meeting that nothing came out of. One thing came out of that, and I seem to be the only guy picking up on it, is that they were supposed to have all these new tariffs and things put in starting retroactive this week, which are now forgotten about. Is that what was behind this meeting more than anything?
I don't know. Here's this thing. So Putin comes to Alaska. It's the shortest distance probably between Russia and this part of the hemisphere. So he's a war criminal anywhere else in the world.
Mm-hmm.
But when he's home, there's nothing anybody can do to him. So I don't get, our president is not adept at these things. He may be a genius in other things, but not in these things. I believe Putin handles him like a kid, because he can be in a meeting with us and still doing what he wants to do at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So even the meeting doesn't make him back up and slow down a minute.
Yep.
So he looked like he was having a ball. He was smiling.
Because
like
our president is not on his political mental level. He's not there.
Yeah.
This guy's been a politician most of his life.
Mm-hmm.
The president's just trying to pick it up.
Yep.
And this guy's he doesn't have anybody around him that can really sit down and talk to this guy.
Yeah.
Because his guys aren't allowed to say what needs to be said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he doesn't have everybody. If you're not a yes man, you're not going to. You can't tell the king he's not wearing any clothes.
Yeah, foreign policy, as I've learned it, is a very complex, skill-requiring office to have.
Yeah.
You've got to know how not just to talk to other leaders, but you've got to understand how this thing works around the world. Right. And it's not like us that sit around going to work every day think.
Yeah.
It's a whole different mindset. It's like billionaires. They live completely different lives than regular people do.
Yeah.
Completely different. They don't have the same medical cares, legal cares. That the stuff that bothers us every day, they don't deal with.
Yeah. That's true.
Their big concern is making more money.
Mm-hmm.
And the key for us is they're making more money. I'm talking about more billions.
Yeah, more billions.
You know,
Yeah.
we worrying about paying the mortgage. These guys don't worry about that kind of stuff. They call going to the beach, going to an island that they own.
Right. Yep. Yep. On their private jet.
Come on, man.
That's true.
It's a whole different life.
Yeah. He reminded me of this whole thing of relationship with somebody. You let them think they're having their way, but you're really controlling everything.
Absolutely.
That's what it feels like.
It's like a grandmother managing a grandchild.
Yeah.
In most cases, they're 9 steps ahead of you.
Yeah.
And I thought that Rubio would be the right person, but he's too much of a yes man. But if you look up throughout history, even Nixon had Kissinger. Carter had somebody. All these guys had foreign guys who could direct them on how to deal with the competition to where, like I said, I thought Rubio was going to be that guy, but he's not. He's swallowed his pride, and he's a yes man. But I think you hit something there. Putin's playing Trump like a fiddle.
Well, you look at it, and number one, Secretary of State can't be a part-time job.
Right.
They've got Rubio doing 3 main things.
Yeah.
He can't do that job that way. It's not a part-time job.
Yep.
It's, and the president has too much ego to let someone go that can do it. But I think maybe he needs people to do what he tells them to do. He doesn't need somebody to come back and say, Mr. President, this is what I think we need to do. This is how we think we need to handle this. Because really, Secretary of State should have gone to meet with Putin's guy. But I think the guy from Russia called the president to a meeting.
Okay.
I think you're dead on.
I've always thought that he had something on our president. I've always thought.
Yeah.
Because he spent some time in Russia. And from what I understand from friends of mine that have been there, Americans don't go there without surveillance.
Okay.
Complete surveillance. Okay.
Not only did he spend time there, he spent time there doing these beauty contests with all these young girls.
They got something.
To put it in those terms, that's when he was there.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, we have this 3-hour meeting that nothing comes out of.
Something came out of it. We just don't know about it.
Exactly.
Yeah, something came out of it. Because there's no way that Putin's going to come that far, sit down for nothing. It's just not going to happen. Just to hear, Trump comes out and says he's not going to do X, Y, and Z. He's been threatening that guy since the first time he was in office.
Right. Yeah, because Putin has no intention on stopping this whole Ukraine thing.
He'll do what he wants to do.
Yeah.
Only way he understands is force.
Force.
So he doesn't mind. It's like America. They don't care if you scream and stuff. They don't care if you burn down a store.
Yep.
It's not going to change anything in the end. Okay. What else going on, Tom? You feeling all right?
Oh, yeah. Feeling better. They're probably doing something about that Alcatraz out in the middle of the Everglades.
That's what they call it, Alcatraz.
Finally shut it down. Call it alligator Alcatraz, or but
you haven't seen it yet, face to face, have you?
I have no intention of going close to it.
I know that's right.
I haven't not seen a gator since I've been here.
It's you can always tell what our president is thinking. He really wants to revive Alcatraz, the real Alcatraz. But that's going to be a multi-billion-dollar endeavor to get that place up and running again. But he's testing it in Florida to see how it goes over. But it's not going to go over well.
Yeah.
They say the conditions there are pretty bad.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah.
I mean, the original Alcatraz is so old and antiquated.
Billions of dollars it would take to refurbish that thing. They probably have to tear it down.
Probably, yeah. How old is that place?
Alcatraz is old. And it's another place that is difficult to get away from, so there are not many escapes.
I believe it was originally built during the Civil War.
Was it?
Yes, as a garrison for munitions or something. It wasn't really originally built as a prison. But I think the original construction was Civil War time.
I know when the
For Alcatraz.
last time I was able to go, and what was the name of the prison that was right here in North Philadelphia? Was that Holmesburg? No.
The one that's closed now?
Yeah.
Oh, the one they do the Halloween
The Halloween
thing.
stuff. There's one here, but when you go there, you can see how small the cells used to be, and just how dismal it is.
Yeah.
It's just amazing that we would put human beings
Eastern State.
Eastern State.
Yep.
In those conditions, but at the same time, understand that prison should not be ultra comfortable either. It shouldn't be a place where you go to take a vacation.
Yeah.
Speaking of prisons, I understand Miss Maxwell is in a very nice, comfortable place now.
Mm-hmm.
So something to her benefit must have come out of that meeting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to be a politician to figure that out.
Yeah.
They have a meeting, talk a couple hours. She gets moved to a place. There's no other sex offenders there.
Yeah.
And they have programs with local
they
agencies.
walk around, do stuff.
Yeah, they help train dogs and stuff, you know. So
I understand it's not even cells. There's more dormitories.
The fence is at the gate, but it doesn't extend around the facility.
Yeah, it's a dormitory style kind of prison.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what she said, but she said something.
He said something, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I think that's a whole other conversation. Our prison system is created. Now, I'm not taking away personal responsibility. I'm talking about, for people I've heard talk about prison, it's created for recidivism.
Absolutely.
It's so hard that you get conditioned in there, that you get out. 9 times out of 10, well, that's too high. You're going to go back. I was watching a documentary about prisons in Europe.
Okay.
And the warden came and talked to the people and said, hey, you're only going to be here for a certain amount of time. Eventually you're going to get out. You might be my neighbor. So let's make this the best place possible for you to rehab, grow, and become a better person when you come out.
Okay.
And they showed what the prison looked like.
Okay.
It looked like mini apartments.
Wow.
Not like prestigious.
Right.
But the
like
harshness, like a dorm. The harshness of what we had wasn't over there.
Okay.
And you wonder why their whole goal is rehabilitation, so you don't come back.
Need to be productive, not go out and do the same crime again.
Here is because
you get so hardened in there.
Yes, the guy from Central Park 5, he was talking about it.
Yeah,
he said y'all don't understand what I had to do, and he was like a teenager when he went in.
Yeah,
y'all don't understand what I had to do to survive in this place.
Wow.
And he said it changed me.
Sure.
I was a good, nice, smiling kid, and now it's hard for me to open up and da-da-da-da-da. But there's no money in the rehab.
No.
So I don't know why I know why we're trying to go back to this harshness. They show solitary confinement really doesn't work. It just drives you crazy.
That's all.
But again, if I don't see you as a human being,
I'm not worried about your solitary confinement. I'm just it's like chaining a dog in the backyard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I know where you are. That's enough.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tom.
It's true.
Hey, you guys have a great day.
You too,
Take
man.
care.
Hey.
866-743-8267, 866-743-8267. We're going to only one question, Robin from Delaware, right now. Hey, Robin, how you doing?
Good morning, Bishop and Pastor Nick. How y'all doing this morning?
What's up?
Well, we're doing fine. What about you?
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah, we're waiting on your one question.
Well, look, I'm gonna be obedient this morning.
Oh, Lord, have mercy. How long have I known you?
21 years next month. 21 years this month.
I've never seen obedient on a Saturday morning yet. So let's see what's going to happen this morning. We'll see.
Right.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna just throw these two things out. But first, Bishop,
Two.
I love the blue shirt.
Thank you.
I love that blue shirt you had on, and when you had that black and gold on, was the last Sunday?
Oh,
that looked nice on you.
I never watched
get
myself.
Me a black and gold dress.
I never watched myself, so I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that looked nice on you.
Yeah,
but,
I never watched myself.
I was talking to a relative that he's a probation officer in D.C. And he lives in Maryland, works in D.C. And he was saying he said it's terrible. They're arresting the homeless. They're throwing all their stuff in the trash. And he said, it's a mess. It's a mess. There was a young 14-year-old that threw a sandwich at the FBI agent and took off, but they caught him. But he said, yeah, it's really a mess. He said it's people just not seeing everything that they see.
I know a lot of people are protesting. Yeah. And all ethnicities are out along the streets protesting. Mm-hmm. No one wants their city occupied by military, especially when it doesn't have to be. Mm-hmm. But I think not only is this a test case, he's testing to see it. I believe it's going to fail because they're getting too many people that they do these things trying to impact safety and really trying to get rid of who they think is the bad element in the city. Mm-hmm. But then when you're looking at the protesters, they're not immigrants. They're not people of color. They're white folk that live in D.C. They do not want the military in their city. Mm-hmm.
Yep. And they're online. They're showing videos of what's going on, especially in the black parts too.
Right.
They're really trying to police up those areas. But again, it's about getting a certain group of people that you want in there, out of there. And again, everything's exaggerated. D.C. has the lowest crime last year in years.
Yep.
So this whole thought of it's out of control.
It's going down. It's one of those cities where it's going down, and you need to send in the army now. Doesn't make any sense.
No. But I think, it's, like you said, it's one of them show of forces.
Well, and they did it because one person is too many in my eyes. One person was assaulted. The police sat there and watched, which got me. While his car was potentially being hijacked, the police were sitting there watching. And because it happened to him and he was a former Doge employee, this was necessary response. But my problem is, why don't you put some of the resources back into the city that you took away so that they can police it? So what it was like in Philadelphia when we got the female police chief, what do they call him? The head of the police in Philly. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so they got her, they cut her budget, and they complained about the fact there weren't enough police on the street. Yeah. It doesn't make any sense.
No, it makes no sense at all. No.
So you're going to take away my money and then tell me I'm not doing a good job.
Right.
After you take away the stuff. It doesn't make sense. And didn't legislate any additional things while she was there because they didn't want her from the beginning.
That's true.
And I heard they're being sued. She's trying to sue them, but this is all I have, Bishop.
What?
I don't know if you and Pastor. Yeah, I don't know if you and Pastor Nick know about Trump to require colleges that hand over admissions data on race.
Yeah.
But I mean,
trying to make sure that they're not giving equal opportunity.
Yeah. Except if you're a legacy.
Well, the affirmative action of wealth, of course, is going to work.
That's going to, they'll allow
that. They have affirmative action. They just don't like calling it that. They call it legacy.
It's just one thing after another.
Yeah. Thank you, Robin.
But, all right, love you guys. See you tomorrow. Y'all have a blessed day.
You too. 866-743-8267, 866-743-8267. I'm really happy to see, for once, Democrats are not just standing back screaming shame on you, shame on you, and letting stuff just roll with no resistance. And I'm amazed that some of my Republican friends are actually, they're so used to nothing being done, they're offended by the fact that someone would hit them back. I don't get it.
Because you're supposed to let me hit you, and you do nothing.
So you're trying to make sure that your agenda is achieved. So we're going to steal these seats, and then when another state says, "Oh no, you're not," how can you do that? So you punch me in the face and you get offended because I hit you back? Come on, man. So the deficit has grown to $291 billion by July.
In July.
And inflation has gone up almost 1%.
I'm getting
in July.
I don't know if I'm getting emails from and seeing places that order some of their stuff from overseas, and they're saying, "Hey, start buying your stuff now because I think it starts next month. Everything's gonna go up 15%."
I don't think our people understand tariffs.
They don't. They don't.
Capitalism does not absorb costs. I don't know how. Walmart is not going to absorb the cost of the tariff. They have to import some stuff, so they got to pay a tariff, higher tariff to get it in.
Yep.
Okay, so if they've got to pay more to get it, they're not going to absorb the cost.
They're not.
They're going to lay off people. They're going to raise prices.
Yep.
I don't know what's so hard about that.
Yeah, because they're listening to the White House. Oh, look at all the revenue the tariffs is bringing in.
It's not coming to them.
We're paying for it. They did the thing about the how wholesale vegetables is costing more to buy wholesale. That's why you go into the store and your vegetable prices are insane now.
Yep.
Because, like you said, they're not going to pay for it themselves.
They're not. Capitalism does not absorb costs. They charge the customers. So whether it's import, export,
Yep.
if prices have to be raised by the people that sell stuff to us, they're not going to absorb it.
They're not. They're not.
They're out to make profit. So this thing ends up in the lap of working people once again, and they're blowing everybody's mind with we took in. And here's the deal: they didn't take in all that money yet. But now they're starting to, and the prices are starting to creep.
Yep.
And you got some people talking about, oh, these tariffs are great. Fool.
Yeah. They're not for us.
No.
Like, and they said even with all the money he brought in with the tariffs, that the deficit growth, they were hoping it was going to offset it, but there's no way to.
No.
It's not going to work.
No.
Like you said, you can't lower taxes in one area, raise stuff, and you think it's all going to balance out. It's just
look. If there's less cash coming in any household in America,
yeah,
and your expenses are staying the same or going up, that's a problem.
Yes.
It's called a deficit.
Yes.
There's a problem.
And like you said, they just can't print cash at will.
No.
It's going to cause inflation to get worse.
Can't do it.
I heard somebody say, just go there and put some more money out.
No, that's not how it works.
If you flood the market with all that cash, it's going to cause prices. The dollar's going to devalue. And
most people don't understand there is no new money. When you get that mindset, you understand that the government shifts money from one pot to another. So if they say we need to raise the defense budget by $100 billion, that money has to come from somewhere else.
Yep.
So where do you take it from? Social program, feeding people, mess with people's retirement.
Yeah.
But it doesn't just materialize. It has to come from another pot.
Yeah.
That's why it's never made sense to me. If I can spend $1 trillion on weapons, you mean there's not $100 million we can apply? Or $1 billion we can apply towards homelessness? Are you telling me we can't use $1 billion to help feed people?
Upgrade our school systems and,
If you got $1 trillion for that,
yeah.
is it really going to help? Do we really need, theoretically, a dome over the United States like some space movie? And what was that cost?
Yeah.
And who's going to pay for that? Usually middle income and low income people through taxes. Because the billionaires are not going to get charged for it.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. I just, to me, I'm not an economics major, but just the simple math of how things work. Like you say, the stock market. Ooh, the stock market went up. If you're not in the stock market, it does nothing for you.
The average human being does not make their living in the stock market. The average human being is not a day trader. The average human being, the closest they are to stock is perhaps their retirement fund is a mutual fund that has some stock in it.
Yeah.
That's the closest we get to
That's it. Yeah.
You don't see when the stock market falls, You don't see poor working people throwing themselves out of windows.
Mm-mm.
You only the billionaire guys who lose like $3 billion in one day get upset.
Yep.
But your wage not going. They're not cutting your salary because stock market dipped.
Yep. And you know what's crazy? And this is just something I randomly think about sometimes. It's crazy how when the stock market is doing well, the average person doesn't really benefit from it.
No.
But when the stock market drops, it affects all of us.
Absolutely.
The housing crash affected everybody.
Absolutely.
The way our capitalistic system is insane, how what happens at the top, they're going to benefit
Well,
either way. I mean,
even that. If you own a lot of real estate, value of houses go up, your equity increases. But if you want to buy a house and the house value go up, you can't buy a house.
Yeah, you can. It's just that's true. It's
It's
true.
just simple.
That's true.
Okay. Economics 101 now.
Yeah.
But this tariff thing, where you end up paying for that stuff. And they're gaslighting folk. You know, what we took in, which is a lie because they're not coming in all at once.
Yep.
We're not just buying stuff.
Yeah.
And I understand that a couple of our major corporations are in a tizzy right now because Canada and Mexico have decided to get some other partners.
Yep. What you think they're going to do?
You're going to charge me more to be successful? You think I'm going to stay with you?
Yeah.
They're saying, no, we'll go somewhere else and get our stuff, which is what most consumers do.
Yep.
Your store is too high.
I go over there.
Let me go over here and get that.
Basically. But the American arrogance is he's in office and he's going to make all these other countries submit to our will
They're
and
not.
bend to what we want. They don't
not.
have to.
They still don't understand that when things get more expensive in this country, middle class, lower income people pay the taxes to make that thing work. They don't ever go to those 80 people in our country, not 800, 80 folk. I heard Jasmine Crockett say, I heard it on TV, heard on video, but also she also said it when we were in a meeting in Washington. She said it still amazes her that all of Congress and the Senate represent 80 people in our country. She said there's only 80 billionaires in our country.
Okay.
And they seem to get all the representation.
Yep.
They're getting all the breaks, all the contracts, all that, at the expense of the rest of the population.
Yep. Look, you know, there are tax benefits and laws they get that we have no idea even exist.
Don't have enough money to get close to them.
Right. Just
Tax-free exchange.
Yeah.
Average working person doesn't know anything about that.
Nothing. Park your boat over here in this state so you can get this tax break and legally do your
Designate your property as farmland and pay less than $300 a year
Yep.
in taxes,
Yeah.
property taxes.
Put like 3 goats out there and you're fine. Just
You can't do that in the inner city. You can't do that in some suburbs.
Yep.
They don't want you to keep trash cans outside, much less have 3 goats in the front yard.
Yep. That's true. That's true.
But people that have that advantage,
Yeah.
you know, they get a couple guinea hens, put them out back. They going around the yard every day.
Yeah.
This is now farmland. $300 a year.
That's wild, man. But we keep if they keep us fighting amongst each other, we'll miss all the stuff that's going on.
Yeah.
And they're geniuses at that. If we can keep us pitted against each other, they'll do their thing and we'll never pay attention to it.
Most working folk are in a 27 to 31 or 2% tax bracket. We pay income taxes. They pay capital gains.
Yep. Which is what, 15%?
15%. So you keep telling me that working people, especially our present president, is when all his breaks are going to people that have the kind of money that we dream about? Okay.
Yep. But all we heard was he gonna fight for the low man. He gonna fight for.
He doesn't know what it's like to be one.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, his dad gave him $300, $400 million. Come on, man. He's been busted several times. I mean, just
Yep.
how many times you got to go bankrupt before people finally say, okay, maybe you're not a good businessman.
Yeah.
Maybe you know real estate,
But you don't know.
not necessarily how to run casinos. I mean, that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be good at everything.
Right.
But my goodness,
I know.
he's bringing that same ethic to the country. But the problem is a lot of these policies are benefiting very wealthy people, and the lower income and middle income people are not. $300 a year increase in whatever
Yeah.
is not a lot of money to a family of four.
No, not at all.
Okay. I just want to make sure I understand.
Not at all. That's not even groceries for the month.
Don't throw. You're going to save $300 on your income tax.
Yeah.
Family of four, $300.
That's not.
What's that? One trip to the grocery store?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And maybe some gas for the week. Okay. I'm just trying.
Well, nowadays you're hoping $300 is one trip to the grocery store. Once you get everything,
Yeah.
I mean, I think the average family of four probably spending anywhere close to $1,000 a month in groceries when you actually think about it.
And let's not talk about daycare.
Oh yeah. That. Like I said, y'all notice y'all electric bills are higher. My gas bill was higher. I'm like, most times your gas is real low in the summertime. I looked, I was like, how did they get this?
All that air conditioning running.
Mm-hmm.
All those hot days.
It just
24 hours a day, they were kicking out. I opened mine, I was like, gotta be a problem.
right. Turn these lights off. You ain't in the room, turn the light off. Turn the TV off. Just I'm like,
Close that front door.
Right. You start understanding why your parents at a certain point was
man.
like, y'all, chill out.
You're heating the whole neighborhood. I heard that 1,000 times. Somebody outside cold? I don't know. Close the door.
Close the door, yeah. Oh, okay.
Or the refrigerator open too long. You know.
Yeah.
You start to get it.
You get it. Especially when you start paying them bills. You understand.
Oh, my
You
goodness.
understand.
A new stream of consciousness.
Yeah, starts kicking in.
Oh, my goodness. What can you do?
I know.
So what was the point of RFK cutting $500 million from vaccine research contracts? What was the point?
They're trying to all coming against the COVID vaccine, and he's against vaccinations in general.
I think I'm starting to believe that they say they're against it so they can make the money available for what they need for the tax.
Oh, I'm sure. They're gonna move it somewhere else.
Yeah.
But he's a fanatic, and
Yeah, but they're not. Vaccines are still available to the privileged.
mm-hmm.
It's the folk they have to mass produce them for that suffer from these things.
Yep.
When you can still go to the doctor and pay $1,000 to get a vaccine,
You ain't worry about it.
you're not worried about it. But when you don't have that kind of money, you need vaccines available to the general population.
Yeah.
But then again, if you don't see people as human beings or expendable
Yep.
or worth $1 billion, then you don't mind spending their lives to get what you want.
No. Look, somebody asked me when the COVID vaccine first came out.
Okay.
We talked about it, and
Right.
you talked to some people. And what really sold me was the vaccines first were given to the rich people.
Of course.
And people like, they want to experiment on us. No, they're not. They got them first.
Yep.
Before they were ever introduced to the
Yep.
public. To me, that says something.
As in most cases. Privileged get them first.
Yep.
But you remember I remember Tom telling us that in Florida, the wealthy folk were the first people to get the COVID vaccine in Florida.
Yes, they were. They were.
Okay.
That's what sold me over. I was like, okay,
They ain't gonna hurt themselves.
they ain't going to hurt themselves now.
No. So they're going after solar. EPA is cutting $7 billion from the solar program. That's going to hurt a lot of solar businesses.
Yep.
Well, Pastor, why wouldn't we want to do that? Because the oil and gas guys don't like solar.
Yep.
You just complained about your gas bill. Well, the oil guys like that. Solar's like a plague to them.
Yep.
Electric companies don't want to do it. So they're going to take away the incentives to do it.
Yep. And you heard Trump talking about the wind turbines they call
Yep.
coming after them next.
Mhm.
All that clean efficiency and all that stuff is.
They're not worried about 100 years from now.
I tell you, boy.
This world's amazing, man. So inflation is up almost a whole point. The biggest increase since 2022. Deficit grows to $291 billion in July. It grew by $291 billion in July. So, what good did the cuts do?
That's what you're trying to figure out.
I mean, it might be too logical a question. I'm not trying to offend anybody, but if you made all these cuts, why is the deficit going up?
Yep. The big, beautiful bill.
Is anybody thinking about this? I'm making these cuts.
Yeah.
More efficient government. I'm cutting out all these jobs and then complaining about unemployment. I don't like the jobs numbers when I've tens of thousands of people got let go.
Yep.
But I don't like the jobs numbers. We didn't grow enough.
Yep.
Okay. We're making all these cuts. Grants, $500 million there,
Yep.
$3 billion here, messing with Medicaid. Deficit steadily going up. Well, if I'm cutting, why is my debt going up?
Because they're spending.
Absolutely. On whom they want to spend
money.
Okay.
Yep. Yep.
I understand. Oh, $200 million for a new ballroom.
Yeah. That
What do they call it? A good use of funds.
good use of funds.
Okay.
Having a UFC fight there and trying to have a UFC fight in July 4th.
Why?
You know, he's all about spectacle and show. So they're going to spend the money to have UFC fight at the White House 4th of July.
I'm surprised they're not having WrestleMania there since Girlfriend's the head of the
Yeah,
Department of Education now. Why don't we have a steel cage match at the White House?
I know. To me, that's just ghetto. I'm sorry. There's no way around it. It's just ghetto.
There's no other way to describe it, my son.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's just true.
So yesterday, I see that Gavin Newsom is having a press conference at a museum. And the regional director of ICE shows up with a team to arrest a guy that's selling strawberries outside. Do they really think we think it was about the guy with the strawberries?
No.
Okay.
No.
I just want to make sure.
No, you're trying to prove a point. That's
I
all.
know I can be naive at times.
No.
I'm just trying
No.
to make sure I'm not being overly gracious. That I think this whole thing is genius. It's evil. It reminds me of Voldemort. He's amazing, but evil.
Yep.
I think that Project 2025, absolutely one of the most horrible documents I've ever read.
Yep.
But I'm also, I cannot overlook the brilliance of it.
Yeah.
It's wrong, but it's brilliant.
Yep.
And the thing they depended upon is they knew the majority of Americans, especially middle income and lower income Americans, were not going to read a 1,000-page document.
Yep. Yeah.
Word for word. They just knew it wasn't going to happen. So they didn't hear. They weren't able to read the no tax on overtime.
Yeah.
Is talking about waiters and those people. They didn't see in the document they're trying to get rid of overtime, period. And they're also, you're going to get a break here, but we're going to get you here.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Because like that was they said that on the no tax on overtime thing, they're only taxing the half. They're not taxing the time.
Right.
So the example they gave, if somebody makes $40 an hour, overtime $60, they're only taxing the extra 20.
Right.
The other 40 that you get, they're still taxing that.
They're still taxing it.
So it's very minuscule. Union
Absolutely.
people don't get it.
Absolutely.
And you still got to pay state taxes on overtime.
And it's only federal.
Only federal.
So you're still paying state. your portion of your Social Security still comes out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So they saying, oh, no tax. No, there is.
There is. There's still tax on it. And they're taxing the smallest portion, not the biggest portion.
So, but most people are not going to see that. I'm making time and a half.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not going to tax me on the half, but they're going to tax me on the base pay.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And there's the cap. I think it's what, $12,000 per year, I think, for one person.
So 12 or either 25, one of those.
Yeah.
Not a lot. Mm-mm. So if I'm making all tech tips, if I'm living on tips, I still have an issue.
Yep. And they were talking about, of course, we talked about it before.
Mm-hmm.
What companies are going to start doing is instead of giving certain people overtime, they're going to spread it out.
Absolutely.
Where they don't, like you said, there is no overtime. So we'll hire somebody to work part-time to make up for what you would do in overtime.
You go.
I ain't got to pay that person benefits.
Nope.
I don't have to do any
Keep them under 23 hours.
There you go.
Okay.
I don't know why people think this country has the average worker in mind whenever they make decisions.
It's about the corporations and their profitability and their stockholders.
Mm-hmm.
The last concern in most places are the workers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so, but they come up. Here's what I don't understand. How do you get a hold to and start believing in they're not going to tax you over time, you're going to get extra $300 a year, and that's not socialism.
That's true. Yeah.
But if we want to try to make sure you can buy a house, we want to make sure you got a grant so you can start a business, you got all that stuff. Then Ms. Harris said, this is what we want to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's terrible.
Yep.
But we're in a situation now, can't buy a house, tough to buy food.
Mm-hmm.
I believe in my heart that if you don't know God and are not in God's plan for your life, you will not experience an Eden life in the middle of the wilderness.
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
If you don't have natural and supernatural provision, you're in a tough place.
Yes, sir.
But if you've got natural and supernatural provision, if you've got God on your side, and you've tapped into the kingdom, because it's not a matter of there's no money out here.
Yeah.
There's plenty of money out there.
It's out there.
I'm looking at these baseball contracts. There's money out here to be had.
Yep.
So don't tell me it's not out here.
Yep.
And then don't tell me God can't send some your way.
He can.
Yes, he can.
A lot of people, companies, businesses start during depressions, recessions, hard times. Like you said before, they found a need. They found a way to monetize it. You have to learn to pivot.
Yep.
And if you can't pivot in this time, you have a hard time.
Man, you better get your hand in God's hand.
I know that's right. Right.
Better get it in there, man.
Yeah.
He said, I'll bless the work of your hands. That's what he said.
Mm-hmm.
I'll bless every place that your foot touches. That's what he said.
That's what he said.
So it's imperative that we, in this time, for us saints, we got to move into God.
Yep.
And position ourselves with obedience to make sure we're in the plan of God.
Yes, sir.
Because he said, I will provide.
Absolutely will.
Every one of your needs.
He'll do it.
Looks like we're running up on the end of the program already. Well, thank you for our callers today. Of course, tomorrow is our Women's Day celebration here at the Plaza. We're looking forward to a tremendous time. Our guest is in town already. They got in late last night. Bishop Blakes is here. We're going to bring that Queenology to our ministry tomorrow. We invite all of you, invite your friends, come on down. Our massive Women's Day mass choir is singing. Over 100 women will be singing tomorrow. Somewhere in the area of 120 to 30 women will be singing tomorrow. They've been rehearsing for 4 weeks. They had 4 rehearsals. They needed one more rehearsal than the men did, but we won't talk about that right now. So but they're going to sing tomorrow. They've got their last rehearsal this morning because Pastor Tyrus has taken his son to Oklahoma for school.
Yeah, yep.
And big event, so I'm looking for him, still looking for him in ministry out there.
Yeah.
Pastor YPJ Miller sent me text yesterday. They're still looking, but they haven't found one
Okay.
right where he is.
Okay.
But he's got to understand where he's at.
Yeah.
He's in Oklahoma, the real Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
Our back-to-school drive is happening right now. We need you to bring backpacks and school supplies to Bible study on Wednesday. We want to pray over those items before we send them out into the community. We're hoping to touch at least 1,000 children's lives with a full backpack of supplies that they need to get a good start. The giveaway happens on the 23rd of this month at 9 a.m. at Lindenwold High School and Thomas Dudley in Camden. So Thomas Dudley is our site in Camden. Lindenwold High is our site here in Lindenwold. The event starts at 9 a.m. on the 23rd. That would be a Saturday morning, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We want you to subscribe to the On Point podcast on YouTube. We're going to migrate On Point to this page in the near future. Keep you posted. Our new book, Elevate, is out. Want you to get a copy of it. Tell me what you think. Getting rave reviews all over the country. Our bookstore is open today, so you can go by. If you're interested in getting some news updates from us, you go BBC News to 28950. BBC News to 28950. You want some spiritual inspiration during the week? BBC Elevate to 28950. We would love to pray with you, but you got to send your prayer request in so we can join you. Now send your request to prayer@gotobethany.com. That's prayer@gotobethany.com. We want you to subscribe to David G. Evans 1 and BBC of NJ on YouTube. That's David G. Evans 1 and BBC of NJ on YouTube. But also subscribe to the DGEMS, David G. Evans Ministries, and On Point podcast platforms. We are so glad that you joined us today. Thank you for another great show. Please tell your friends and your loved ones about On Point. Like us today, subscribe to us, hit that notification button so you'll know every time we're on. We've got some brand new stuff coming up, some spontaneous things that you'll love based on the On Point podcast platform. We want you to be a part of everything we're doing as this word spreads around the nation and around the world. For our live studio audience today, Raina and Chan, that's our live studio audience too. Brian was here, but Brian's gone.
You're right there.
Oh, there, he's over there. He's blended into the wall. He's losing his tan. For Pastor Nicholas Smith, I'm Bishop David J. Evans. Remember, faith acts like a thing is so, even when it's not so, that it might be so. God bless you, and we'll see you next time on Point. See you tomorrow for our Women's Day celebration at 11 a.m. live here at the Plaza.